Hello everyone, my name is Vincent Teo and I'm a TV reviewer and professional calibrator. In this video, I'm going to review this Loewe Bild 3.55, a 55-inch OLED TV with Dolby Vision support. Outside of Germany, probably not many consumers recognize Loewe as a TV company these days, and even if you do, you probably don't know that Loewe sells the most ranges of OLED TVs apart from LG themselves. There's the Bild 9 designer TV, the Bild 7 with motorized stand, the Bild 5 we covered at UK retailer Crampton & More just before our 2017 shootout, the Bild 4, and this Bild 3.55 we are reviewing today. Now, the manager of Crampton & More is David Corner, who has been very helpful in loaning me TVs, which for one reason or another, manufacturers are not willing to send to me for review. So I would appreciate it if you can support them if you are thinking about buying this television or any other Loewe television all the way up to the Bild 7. David has 20 years experience selling Loewe products and is well qualified to give you the best advice on which TV is right for you. So call him on 0113 244 6607. Say that you saw this HDTV test video and he'll take care of you with great price and service. Back to the Bild 3 series, which comprises both OLED and LED LCDs. The 55-inch model is OLED, whereas the 49-inch and the 43-inch versions are HD LED LCD TVs, because there's no consumer OLED TV panel below 55 inches in screen size. Now, Loewe is a premium AV brand, right up there with Bang & Olufsen. So when we learned about the Bild 3.55's retail price of £2,800, we were pleasantly surprised because it is actually considered inexpensive by the company's standards. Of course, it's still pricier than the 55-inch Sony A1, the Panasonic EZ952 or EZ950, let alone the LG B7 or C7, but upon unpacking the TV, we can immediately see where the extra money went. The tabletop stand, constructed of full metal, is heavier than DJ Khaled before he joined Weight Watchers. Build quality is superb. There are a number of thoughtful touches, such as the swiveling capability, the connections door that's held closed by magnets, and a rear cover to maintain a clean look. The OLED panel itself is supremely thin and cased in a gunmetal grey trim, and there's the trademark Loewe tag that clips onto the top right of the screen. Underneath the panel hangs a speaker bar covered in fabric with a circular LED indicator in the middle. While we're on the topic of the speaker bar, it's a closed bass reflex port design with 2x 40 watts of amplification, which sounded richer and clearer than 99% of TVs on the market. In fact, while I had this set in for review, I frequently took advantage of the TV's Bluetooth functionality to stream music to its speaker bar. That's how much I like its sound quality. The connections either face downwards or sidewards on the left rear of the TV. There are 4 HDMI ports, but only HDMI input 4 is the full bandwidth HDMI 2.0 port, so make sure that you connect your HDR or Dolby Vision sources to HDMI 4. The supplied two-tone remote is typically swanky, with a weighty feel, brushed metallic silver front plus black bit on top, and decent tactile feedback. Let's talk about picture quality then, because I know that's what you care about. Being an OLED which can turn on and off every pixel independently of each other, the Loewe Bild 3.55 delivers the triple goodness of absolute blacks, vibrant colors, and wide viewing angles that don't desaturate when viewed from the sides. Now, with the Loewe Bild OLEDs being pitched as lifestyle products rather than the last word in picture quality, there are no white balance controls or color management system in the user menu. In its most accurate out-of-the-box picture mode, there is still a distinct creamy tint, causing skin tones to look clayey. Is that even a word? Especially with all the video processing that's going on. Thankfully, there are 2-point white balance controls in the service menu, so we calibrated our review sample, which made colors look much more natural, but still not as accurate as the Panasonics or LGs, which feature multi-point grayscale controls and advanced color management system in the user menu. Near black gradation is not as refined as the Panasonic or Sony OLEDs. For example, in this Skyfall clip where Javier Bardem is heading towards the chapel, the night sky exhibited sort of a hard cut, unlike the 2017 LG, Panasonic and Sony OLEDs, which presented a smoother transition from black to dark gray. Scaling quality is high, with sharp detail retrieval and mild signs of ringing on this SMPT RP133 test pattern in 576i. Regarding motion, there's frame interpolation on board, but no black frame insertion. The frame interpolation is controlled by the Film Quality Improvement DMM setting. Let's face it, this name is about as catchy as syphilis among nuns. With Film Quality Improvement DMM turned off, motion resolution came in at the sample and hold baseline of 300 lines, according to this horizontally scrolling test pattern. In terms of the Film Quality Improvement DMM control, there are 3 levels: soft, middle, and intensive, just like what you would find on any good massage chair. Even the lowest strength of soft more than doubled motion resolution to 650 lines. But it also introduced unmistakable interpolation artifacts and soap opera effect, or SOE, to 24 frames per second movies. The Loewe Bild 3.55 handled slow panning shots in 24p films natively without telecinic judder, so we prefer to leave Film Quality Improvement DMM off for watching movies. Interestingly, even though the OLED panel doesn't have the front polarized filter that's necessary for passive 3D, there are 3D settings available in the user menu of this Loewe Bild 3.55. You can even force it into side-by-side or top-bottom 3D modes. According to Loewe, this is to allow owners of 3D movies to still watch 3D movies in 2D instead of the source player returning an error message because it doesn't recognize the TV as 3D capable. For HDR playback, peak brightness measured 650 nits on a 10% window once calibrated to D65 white point, and DCI-P3 color gamut coverage was 99%, which are in line with figures we've obtained from LG Display's WRGB OLED panels over the last 12 months. In the correct HDR picture mode, the tone mapping algorithm on the Loewe Bild 3.55 is well implemented, adapting appropriately to the content's MaxCLL metadata. So, as you can see from these charts here, the TV will adhere to the perceptual quantization or PQ curve as closely as possible until 100 nits before gradually rolling off to preserve specular highlight detail. This way, the APL or average picture level in the majority of scenes are maintained, yet bright specular highlights, for example the sun in pan, are still visible. The only downside to this sort of approach is slightly more polarization at certain tones, for example the sky in The Martian. Of course, the Loewe also supports HLG and Dolby Vision formats. We played some iTunes movies and Netflix shows in Dolby Vision from an Apple TV 4K box, and they looked as spectacular as on any Dolby Vision capable OLED TV, with a richness and precision that's a sight to behold. There's still some luminance fluctuations with some scenes in the iTunes version of Transformers The Last Night, but that's the fault of the Dolby Vision library on the box, not the TV itself. For faster response time when playing games, you can enable gaming mode for each connection port. Input lag measured 40 milliseconds in 1080p SDR mode and went up to 66 milliseconds with a 4K signal, so games from Xbox One X and PS4 Pro may feel a bit sluggish. With Loewe not really being a mainstream brand, I need to point out some quirks with the Bild 3. There's Netflix, Amazon and YouTube apps within the operating system, which do 4K but not HDR at the time I filmed this video in March 2018. Here's the situation. The Netflix client is browser-based, so cannot deliver HDR. Amazon HDR certification is actually pending but waiting for release, and no HDR on YouTube. In case you start fearing the worst, that the TV wouldn't switch on after unpacking, there's a master on-off switch behind the television. Normal startup from cold is very slow. It takes more than 30 seconds before a watchable picture besides the Loewe logo appears on screen. But you can enable quick start in the user menu to speed things up significantly. If you only use an external set-top box, like SkyQ in my case, the remote control will by default be set to control the set-top box. You need to long press the TV button to use the remote to control the TV again. To minimize OLED's risk of image retention and permanent screen burn, the TV dims its light output when a static image is displayed on screen, and there's very mild pixel shifting which is undefeatable from the user menu. In summary, if you're looking to buy an OLED TV that supports Dolby Vision but is not LG, then this Loewe Bild 3.55 is a good alternative. Its color rendition is not as accurate as other leading OLEDs on the market, but overall picture quality is still excellent thanks to inky blacks, vibrant colors and wide viewing angles. If you are considering buying this Loewe Bild 3.55 in the first place, you're probably attracted by its premium design, its German build quality and rich sound output, and are probably happy to pay a bit more for these attributes. If you found this video useful, please smash the like button, and if you're not a subscriber yet, why not? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.